Hello, I'm Georgie and welcome to the SheerLuxe Show. We've got lots on today, from fashion and beauty to the latest trend in floral design and the best rosé out there just in time for summer. First up, super cool stylist and businesswoman Russo Bah, founder of Beach Flamingo, is showing us summer outfits. Then it's a beauty capsule clinic with Elizabeth Arden. Capsules are huge business. Elizabeth Arden sells one every 4 seconds, and they sat 4 of us down to talk us through what capsule combination, that's right, you can combine them, we should be using on our skin. We also have the brilliant Matthew Jukes back with his rosé picks from Co-op to Waitrose. That is something for everybody. Florist of the moment, Fiona Fleur, is showing us how to create 3 stylish dried flower arrangements for your home. And if that wasn't enough, Lou and Polly also have a new in at Net-a-Porter Hall. But first up, it's 5 outfits with Lily, followed by some flowers.
Hi, I'm Russo Bah, and I'm the co-founder of beachflamingo.com and a stylist. And I'm going to be showing you 5 of my favourite summer looks. My fail-safe summer wardrobe staple has to be a really pretty boho dress. This one is by Ukrainian label Sleeper. It's a signature dress called the Atlanta, and it's known for its billowy sleeves that you can wear either on or off the shoulder, like so. It's a great dress as well because it's elasticated here, and it's super handy during pregnancy, and you can also wear it afterwards as well. I've teamed it with some really simple shoes from H&M, just to keep it quite clean and modern, and my favourite seaside boater hat by Australian label Lack of Colour. I've gone for a crossbody bag because they're always really handy. This one is by Mansour Gabriel, who do really beautiful leather handbags, but for a really great price point too. I'm always on the hunt for really standout pieces, but comfort is always key, which is why I love this skirt from Ava. It's made of a beautiful silk chiffon and has this waterfall hem. And I've teamed it with just a really simple knit from Zara. I've gone for a nude because it's a bit more of a contemporary way of styling a piece like this instead of choosing white or black. And then I've just put it with my favourite PVC mules from Zara. These are such fab shoes in the summer because they don't jump out and really elongate your legs. So I recommend investing in a pair. And then accessories wise, I've just gone for my favourite handbag. It's a raffia. This one's from Fendi, so a bit of an investment piece, but in the summer I like to just have a few key pieces, especially when I'm travelling, that will go with lots of different outfits. And then I've got a pair of tortoiseshell sunnies to just tie the whole thing together. This dress is by Greek designer Lavinia. We've been stocking her for a few seasons now because she just does really beautiful summer dresses. This is one of her key shapes, and we've asked her to make it in this cotton poplin. So you can get a lot of wear out of it on holiday, but it's also 100% opaque, so you can wear it in the city too. I've teamed it with a pair of mules in raffia again, which is just such a great accessory for the summer. And then I've gone for my favourite tote from Mango, which is in a lovely canvas to carry all my bits and bobs. When I have a busy day of meetings running around town, I love to wear this tailored blazer and cycling shorts combo. It's a really modern way to do summer tailoring, and it's also super comfy. My blazer's from Zara. It's in this really lovely pink, which is a nice contrast to the black underneath. I've gone for these cycling shorts. They're by Girlfriend Collective. And aside from being a really sustainable brand, they are super compressive. So really hold you in and are high-waisted. I've got a black tee underneath, and this one actually has hidden shoulder pads, which is a really nice way to update last season's blazers to give them a bit more of a 90s feel, which is really big this season. And then accessories wise, I've just gone for a white pair of plimsolls, which is just really fresh, and then gone for my favourite handbag and a black pair of sunnies to just add a touch of glamour.
Hi SheerLuxe, I'm Fiona, founder of Fiona Fleur Floral Studio, and today I'm going to be showing you how to style dry flowers in 3 different ways for your home. First of all, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful petite vase arrangement, perfect for a dressing table or office space. First step, pick your favourite vase and pop your piece of oasis into the middle and push it down as far as it'll go. Start by taking your dried florals that you've chosen and cutting them all to be about 1.5 times the size of the vase. I'm going to start by using pampas grass first. It's beautiful and fluffy and is going to form the middle of my arrangement. I'm going to stick it right through into the core of the oasis, press it down so it's nice and secure, and then we're going to continue adding little bits of pampas around the edge of your arrangement. And my suggestion would be to start from the middle and work out like a fan shape. So you're going to be seeing this from all different angles. So I'm going to pop a little bit of the front at an angle, and I'm going to do the same on the back. And you'll already see how it's starting to form a beautiful fan shape. And I'm going to continue to do that all around each side of my arrangement. So I have a nice sporadic array of pampas grass. And that is your base layer. So once you've got your base layer across all of the vase, we're going to use the filler flowers now. So I'm going to choose to use slightly lighter, more delicate flowers. This is broom flower. I'm also going to be using a favourite, bunny tails, and of course these beautiful white poppies. If you want to just start by adding them in and pushing down into the oasis and fluffing them out throughout your pampas grass. Same as before, twist your vase and do it at all the different angles, pointing outwards so you get a different look on each side. Now I'm going to use these beautiful white poppies. I'm going to pop them in sporadically around the arrangement as they're a little heavier than the delicate flowers before. For final touches, take some dainty florals and pop them in sporadically at different angles around your arrangement. And there you have it, a beautiful dried floral arrangement that requires no water and will always look fabulous. Next up, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful dried floral wreath, perfect to hang in your bedroom all year round. Start off with a hoop or wreath of your choice. I'm using a simple gold band. First of all, I'm going to start with some long strips of pampas grass that are going to sit at the very bottom of my wreath. I'm using some gold thin wire to affix so that you'll hardly see your mechanics when you've made your wreath. Simply wrap it round, tightening as you go. Next, use another piece of pampas and put it on the opposite side and affix in the middle and wrap your wire around. Next, take some more of your daintier florals, pop them 2 stems together, place on top of the pampas and wire on top to make your first layer. Take some more dried florals and repeat exactly the same on the other side of your wreath on top of your pampas grass. Now I'm going to add a little small bouquet made of 4 or 5 stems. I'm going to add it to each side of my wreath and keep building up as I go, just affixing and building up your layers to create a textured effect. Now you've built up your layers and it's starting to look like a beautiful dried floral wreath, we need to tidy up the stems, the ones that we pushed in. So take your scissors and trim any of the exposed stems that you can see at the bottom. To add some decorative detail to your beautiful wreath, add a piece of ribbon. You can either tie it in a bow or keep it long and loose and relaxed like I have. Simply loop it over, hook on your wall, and you'll have a beautiful ethereal textured addition to your interiors. Now I'm going to teach you how to make something really special. This is perfect for a dinner party if you're having friends round to impress your guests, a dried floral cloud. First of all, you want to create your mechanics. Using a really thin piece of fishing wire, suspend it across perhaps beams or a curtain rail, something high up. Place a piece of scrunched up chicken wire in the middle, hanging above your table or where you'd like to have your arrangement. We'll start off with a grass type floral, something light and fluffy. This is going to be your base layer. Start by cutting the ends to a blunt, crisp point and push into your chicken wire. Push in quite hard at a higher angle and carry on all the way around, fanning the grass out at each and every angle. Next up, I'm going to use some dried leaves. I'm going to use this beautiful muted eucalyptus. Chop the ends off at a blunt, sharp point and push in at various angles. You're almost creating a burst-like formation. Now I've started to get my structure of a burst, I'm going to use something light and fluffy like baby's breath. Fresh or dried is perfect for this. And again, just pop it in at different angles, creating that burst formation. Now we want to add in something that's got a little bit of structure, so something with beautiful long stems. Again, you're going to snap little pieces off and add them in, following your star burst formation. Now you start to have your dry floral cloud in shape. We're going to add some more interesting pieces to give a little bit of depth and texture. Something like this honesty flower is perfect because of the interesting shape of the petals. Now we've got a beautiful contemporary shape coming together with lots of contrast and different textures. I'm going to add in some finishing touches, and these dainty dry florals are perfect for this. Now you've added in your finishing touches, your dry floral masterpiece is ready to wow your guests. All that's left is to lay the table. Thanks so much for joining me, SheerLuxe. For more dry floral inspiration, head over to our Instagram account at Fiona Fleur Studio. Bye!
Thank you so much, Lily and Fiona. What a great start to the show. Now, I really love my job. I love working with brands, but sometimes you get to work with a brand that you genuinely have always loved, and this week was one of them. SheerLuxe teamed up with pioneers in beauty, Elizabeth Arden, for a special capsule clinic hosted by their training manager, Anya. Anya assessed some of the SheerLuxe team to advise us on the most relevant capsule combinations for our skin types. I've always loved their capsules, but how you combine the different ones and use different ones morning and evening is a bit of a game changer when it comes to targeting a range of concerns. And when you get to my age, you need all the help you can get. Anyway, enough from me. Take a look.
Hello SheerLuxe, I'm Anya, Head of Training at Elizabeth Arden, and today I'm here to host a skincare clinic for 4 of the SheerLuxe team. Each of the team has different concerns, different ages. We are going to find out which combination of capsules will target their concerns, because the capsules are amazing to use by themselves, but transformative when you use them together. So we need 1 capsule AM and 1 PM. We have 4 to choose from. We've got hyaluronic acid, we've got retinol, we've got vitamin C, and we have our iconic gold youth restoring capsules. We actually sell 5 of these every second, which just goes to show what an iconic product this is. Let's meet the team.
Hi Anya, I'm Tor, nice to meet you.
Tell me about your skin.
So I'm 31 at the moment, so I'm concerned with the first signs of aging, and I really want to maintain what's there and protect my skin for the future. But in the more short term, I'm getting married in a couple of months. I want my skin to look the best it's ever looked.
So we want to keep your skin as beautiful as it is for as long as possible. They are pure, they are potent, they're very easy to use. The capsules I'm going to recommend for you is vitamin C in the daytime.
Okay.
And the reason being because vitamin C is going to keep your skin bright, give you that radiance during the day, and also prepare you for your wedding. Just ensure that your skin is as beautiful as it can be.
Okay. How exactly is vitamin C working? Like, what is it actually doing?
So vitamin C is an antioxidant, so it'll protect against any environmental damage, but it's going to give you that radiance and glow to the skin.
Okay, so you've got these in the morning. What about in the evening? What should I be using on my skin?
I would definitely recommend hyaluronic acid ceramide capsules, really to hydrate and plump your skin. You have beautiful glowy skin, but just to keep it plump and dewy, hyaluronic acid capsules.
So the word acid can sound, I think to me, is quite scary. How is a hyaluronic acid going to nourish and plump the skin?
So basically hyaluronic acid attracts moisture from the surroundings. It's actually 500 times smaller than traditional hyaluronic acid, which ensures that it penetrates 4 times deeper into the skin. We also have the double lock hydration system, which means that we have the ceramides in there to really nourish and calm your skin, and then the hyaluronic acid will plump and hydrate your skin.
And lock all that in as well?
Yes, everything will be locked in, so you'll be hydrated. And how you apply it is the same procedure. You basically open it, and then if I just pop it onto your hand, you can feel the texture.
Yeah, it's much more a gel texture as opposed to the oil.
Yes. And it's gel serum-like texture.
Yeah, it's a very moisturising gel.
Yes.
Okay, so in the morning I'm going to apply the vitamin C, to kind of really nourish and brighten the skin and protect against the environmental stresses. And then in the evening I'm going to use the hyaluronic acid to add moisture and plump the skin, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah, so this is going to be my winning formula for wedding ready skin.
Hi, my name's Adiola.
Tell me about your skin concerns. Do you have any?
Yeah.
You have amazing skin, by the way.
Thank you so much. So I am 32. I'm a makeup artist with a very busy lifestyle. I try a lot of skincare and a lot of beauty products.
Yeah.
In fact, I have tried your gold capsules and I absolutely love them.
Yeah.
But my main concern is pigmentation.
Keep on using those gold capsules because they work. I can see that.
Thank you.
And then I would recommend vitamin C capsules because they're going to give you that glow and radiance and ensure that you keep your skin as beautiful as it is now. Vitamin C, as you might know, is highly unstable.
Yes, very unstable. So I love that you have the capsules, so you have the right dosage.
Yes.
And it means that you're not obviously using it and it's going to go off or anything like that. So that's great.
And together with ceramides, it's actually, by being encapsulated, it's 178 times more potent than unencapsulated vitamin C.
So would you recommend to use this in the daytime?
Yes.
Okay.
This would be in the morning, also because it's going to give you that additional antioxidant protection.
Love that. So important.
Yes, and then gold capsules at night time.
Okay, that makes so much sense. So use it in the daytime, it will help to even out my skin, give me that brightness, and then obviously to strengthen and give my skin that resilience, I use the gold capsules at night time.
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
so you can keep your skin as glowy as it is now.
Hi Anya, I'm Anna. It's really nice to meet you.
Hi Anna, nice to meet you.
Hi.
Tell me about your skin concerns. Do you have any concerns in your skin?
Yeah, where to start, Anya? I'm 43. I have a very busy life, 3 children, busy work, and you know, I've passed that 40 stage, so I definitely see a difference in my complexion.
Yeah.
And I'm having to take much more care of my skin. I'd like to get into more of a routine, and my real problem area, I think, is pigmentation, especially after having my 3rd daughter. Weirdly, it's on one side in particular, but I'm just seeing much more of a uneven skin tone, and I'm spending longer doing my makeup, covering up these brown spots. So I'd love something that really helps me deal with this pigmentation.
So have you tried any of our capsules before?
I'm a capsule virgin. I've never tried one. No.
Okay, brilliant. The first capsule I'm going to recommend is retinol.
Okay.
Have you tried retinol before?
I have tried a little bit of retinol before, but I think I started with quite weak retinol.
Yeah.
That I saw a difference, but it wasn't dramatic.
Yes, retinol can vary in strength, and this will target pigmentation, lines and wrinkles. So you click it open and you put the whole content onto your fingertips and simply warm it onto your face and your neck and your décolleté, and then put your night cream on top.
And no massaging?
No need to massage, no.
Okay.
Remember SPF in the daytime, that's the only thing.
Okay.
The retinol would be powerful, but to really transform your skin is implementing hyaluronic acid ceramide capsules.
Okay.
Have you heard about hyaluronic acid before?
I have.
Yeah.
I do use it.
Yes.
And love it.
Yes.
So I'm excited to see these. Yeah.
Yes. So we have hyaluronic acid together with ceramides in here, which will plump and hydrate your skin. Okay. And it's a different size of hyaluronic acid, so it actually penetrates 4 times deeper into the skin. And a little tip is to, when you use hyaluronic acid, is to apply it onto slight damp skin. So it basically ties onto the water and brings it deeper and just works better.
So just to recap, every morning it's the hyaluronic acid.
Yes.
And preferably to put it on to damp skin to really soak up the moisture and plump.
Yes.
And then every evening to go onto the retinol capsule. And that will help with my pigmentation.
It will, and lines and wrinkles, but definitely
whole lot.
Pigmentation, a whole lot.
Okay, sounds wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Hi Anya, I'm Georgie.
Tell me about your skin.
Well, I mean, I turned 40 last year and my skin, you know, I'm not getting any younger. All the standard things I suppose a woman of my age would probably talk about. I mean, obviously fine lines and wrinkles. I've got quite combination, not oily skin, but quite dry in some places. Definitely some pigmentation, which is quite hereditary in my family. My grandmother definitely had it. My mother has it a bit. I'm on my 2nd pot of these and I'm quite down the bottom. I love it. I love the texture.
Yes.
It's quite sort of, it feels quite rich and really hydrating.
Yes.
Because my skin is definitely quite dry. I'm also losing volume. I mean, all the problems,
Yes.
Anya. What should I be combining my retinol capsules with? What's my ideal dosage?
Great choice. You are using retinol. That was actually what I was prescribed you as well. So
Okay.
keep on using that.
Great.
And then I'm gonna recommend you Gold Youth Restoring Capsules for the daytime.
So, these in the evening, these in the day. These are the capsules that have been around 30 years. I know you're celebrating 30 years. I remember being at school and people's mothers using these.
Yes.
That's how long they've been in the world. What makes Elizabeth Arden capsules different from all the rest?
Well, Elizabeth Arden capsules, we have ceramides in all of our capsules,
Okay.
which makes them very gentle.
Okay.
And also is the perfect dose for face, neck and décolleté.
Okay.
So everything you need is in one capsule.
And they're biodegradable, aren't they?
They are biodegradable, 100% biodegradable.
Good, good.
Yes.
I'm glad to hear it. So what else is in these? What's this doing to my skin?
We have 3 different types of ceramides in there, which is gonna target the skin health and just keep the barrier strong and healthy. We have different ingredients in here, which is gonna ensure that your skin stays firm and nourished for longer.
So I've got my AM, I've got my PM.
Yes.
How long can people expect to see results?
You feel amazing straight away.
You do.
I'm
I have to say, the minute this goes on, it feels good.
Yes, you're going to feel a difference straight away. Within a week or 2, you'll see a difference in your skin, and of course, long term, you'll see an even bigger change in your skin.
Okay, amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Welcome back. Coming up shortly, it's Matthew Jukes and his pick of the best rosés we should be drinking this summer. But first, it's Lou and Polly with Newins and Net-a-Porter. Hello, I'm joined now by wine writer, wine expert, all-round wine guru, Matthew Jukes is in the studio. Hello.
Lovely to be here, Georgie.
It's always lovely to have you. And, you know, we're talking rosé today. It doesn't get much lovelier than that, does it?
That's right, no, and these are all brand new releases, so I'm incredibly excited to pour them for you.
Good. Well, apparently today is the day that the weather in the UK is set to turn. Frankly, I am over this nonsense. I've started already. I can't wait any longer for the rain, and I need to restock. So you are here to tell us what we should be buying.
Yep.
This summer. You've got 6 wines for us, and then a little sneaky alternative at the end, but we'll come on to that at the end. Start us off, Matthew. You've got, these are all from Provence, right? They're all made in Provence.
No, actually they're not. One is an interloper,
Okay.
and there's a reason for that, but the majority of them are from Provence,
Okay.
and there's a reason why. It's the best place in the world for rosés.
Okay, so if you go to a restaurant and you see a Provence rosé, you're normally in fairly good hands?
You should be okay. Last year's vintage, the 2020 vintage, was pretty good. So
Okay.
they're generally quite a nice bunch of wines. But you can imagine there's an ocean of them out there, and the quality varies from all right to stellar.
Yeah.
And so I'm only interested in the top end.
Okay. I'm normally only interested in really clear and it's saying Provence on the label. But anyway, you're going to change my opinion with that, I'm sure. In fact, start us off with, you've got something from Aldi here.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce it? You'll know far better than I will.
I mean, it's very simple. They don't mess around with their labels much. It just says rosé in big letters.
Brilliant, perfect.
But it's from the Pays d'Hérault, so it's, you know, the south of France, not the real estate that we've been talking about in Provence. Close enough,
Okay.
same sort of grapes.
We'll let them off.
Yeah.
Okay, this is $6.99.
Yes.
That's pretty in the glass, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll talk about colour a little bit because pretty in the glass is part of the reason why these wines have become really famous and everyone's buying them now because they look gorgeous. And it's very easy to do that. You can do that with any red grape. You just don't macerate the skins in the juice for very long. A few hours, you get that.
Okay,
Bit
I'm
longer,
going in.
you get more colour.
I'm going in.
All right, hit it.
What am I looking for?
Well, this is made from Sauso, 50%, and then there's a bit of Grenache in there, which is the main grape variety that we
That's nice.
adore. And there's a touch of Muscat, which is a white grape. And Muscat makes it a bit smoother, a bit cleaner on the finish. There's only 10% of that, but it makes a difference.
It's quite fruity. It's quite sweet, but it's delicious.
I think it's a real success, given that it's $6.99.
And the one I'm the most excited to try is this Babylon Storen.
Yep.
Which is this made in South Africa?
Yeah, so this, number one, the packaging is just off the charts.
I mean, if SheerLuxe made bottles of rosé, I mean, how lovely is that?
Exactly. It's a label within a label. I'm not going to undress it now because I think that it's something that you would like to do at home. But underneath this beautiful parchment, would you?
I'd like to do it here, please.
Can we take its outer garments off? Is that all right?
It's absolutely fine.
All right, well,
Maybe
look.
I should do it.
Oh, you do it, and I'll tell you about it. It's wrapped in a beautiful sort of wallpaper with this sort of baling twine. Because it's all about the garden. It's all about the garden. Babylon Storen has a beautiful property in Paarl in South Africa.
Yes.
And this wine has been selected as the official wine of the flower show. It says on the back, RHS, official selected wine. And it's a Mourvèdre. It's a grape variety that is special to one particular region, the last wines region in France, which is Bandol.
Okay, I've heard of Bandol. Yeah.
So that's where Mourvèdre is famous from.
Okay.
And these guys have planted it in Paarl in South Africa, which is a beautiful region, very famous for its red wines. And of course, as I said before, all rosés are made from great red grapes.
Yeah.
They just have been stopped short from gaining colour and depth and flavour and all the rest of it.
Fascinating.
And in the glass, you can see it's delightful. It's got
It's
that
so good.
watermelon, touch of rhubarb, very gentle, very smooth.
Lovely.
And what's strange, this is a 2021 vintage. Because, of course, they have their harvest at the beginning of the year in the Southern Hemisphere.
Oh, fascinating.
So we're drinking a wine from this year, which is mad, really.
Wow, that is really, really, amazing. That's delicious.
Yep.
That has not disappointed me at all. I'm thrilled.
Good.
I was so excited. But that's $14.90. So, it's not bad.
So this is more than twice the price. It just value is important, I think, in
Okay.
this world. You know, special
15
occasion
quid
wine.
for something that looks like that.
Yep.
I'm happy with that.
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
what's next?
Peak Rock. So Peak Rock Rosé is another Provence rosé. So this time from the Côte de Provence. I'll just pour you a little bit, and you'll see this is very pale, very, very delicate looking
really
rosé.
pale. It's almost not.
Just the most sensational wine for all-purpose rosé drinking. So as an aperitif, with light starters, and then you can move into sort of fishy main courses or chicken main courses with it.
I was going to say fish.
So, this again is Grenache, the great Grenache grape variety, with a bit of Syrah, a bit of Cinsault, plus some Cabernet Sauvignon, which is very strange because that's a Bordeaux grape. But they use a touch of Cabernet to draw the back of the palate out and make it longer and hopefully make it finer on the palate. And this is my pick of what I call posh rosés from posh wine merchants. It's from Haynes Hanson and Clark in Chelsea, in London. But it's a bargain price, I think.
$12.95.
Bonjour.
Reduced to $11.50, it says here. I mean, winner, winner.
What do you reckon?
I think it's pretty good.
Go back and have a look at the other. It's more persistent than the Babylon's Taurin. It's not as soft as the Babylon's Taurin.
I'd say this to me tastes more like a classic Provence rosé than this.
That's more
But I
structured.
can see the sort of flexibility is not the
But this
right word.
it's slightly more sort of foodier style.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. And then going back to this, there's going to be a little bit of a drop-off in intensity and integrity and length.
Much sweeter.
That's the Muscat, 10% Muscat.
Nice though.
Good wine.
Okay, this is my
Favourite.
favourite.
So you can't be biased. You've got to tell the truth.
This is my favourite. I have to say, because Mirabeau is my favourite because you know the founders.
Yep.
They're an English couple that moved to Provence, bought a vineyard, and have just been so clever. And they now do several different versions of rosé, don't they? They do a rosé gin that's
very good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I just think they've been really entrepreneurial, but also they're really respected in the industry.
I
think that's
Their
really
wines are fabulous. They have their Mirabeau Estate Rosé, which is brilliant. That's at Waitrose. Then they have a wine called Pure.
We have a lot of the ones with the white and the white label. That's
right.
the Pure, isn't it?
And then your one that you've chosen today is the super top end one, of course.
So it's 15 quid. This is Sainsbury's. It's delicious. I do.
And this Étoile is the only wine in the range that's 90% Grenache. So it's 90% the great Grenache grape, which is the grape that makes the best rosés, and only 10% Syrah.
So does rosé get more expensive, more Grenache? Is that like a rule?
Generally.
Okay.
And that's why when we started with the Aldi wine, it was only 40% Grenache.
Okay, that makes such perfect sense.
Yeah.
Okay, we're coming on to another really. In fact, I think I tried this the first time with you. This
did?
Rock Angel.
Yeah.
This is Whippy's big brother, right?
That's a wonderful expression. Yes. Shall I translate for everybody?
Yes, sorry.
This is Whispering Angel's big brother, and it really is quite a step up on Whispering Angel because they use oak barrels, and oak adds grandeur,
I love a bit
adds
of oak.
distinction, adds length on the palate, and adds a little bit of weight as well. And Rock Angel, I mean, the label's
smell the oak.
sensational.
I know. Look at the bottle with the
bottles.
crest and the.
And this is the new vintage, so it's only just arrived in the country. This
really smell
time,
the sweetness in
masses of Grenache, as you'd expect.
Right.
But there's a little twist here. They use a white grape called Roll. Roll is a synonym for Vermentino in Italy.
Okay.
And unlike the Aldi wine, which uses Muscat, which is this floral, sweeter flavour, which you noted, Roll is incredibly smart, almost white burgundy-esque in the glass. And that draws out the finish again. It's all about the length. It's all about the nobility here. And actually, believe it or not, they make 3 wines above this in the Chateau d'Esclans portfolio. But for me, Rock is probably the smartest and best value rosé of the year at, what's the price?
$23.95, fine wine. So if you're going to someone really smart and you want to impress them, this is what you got to take.
That's what you have to take. And you can see on the palette now, we're now into main course. This is not an aperitif style.
Yeah, it's very different to this, isn't it?
Completely different.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's delicious.
It's heavenly.
So far, 5 out of 5.
All right, now.
The last one, you might lose it on the last one.
That's because you're judging it by its colour.
I am.
Don't judge wine by its colour. Don't judge a rosé by its colour.
I know this because you've told me this before, so I know this, but I'm still a bit judgy.
All right, so let me tell you 2 reasons for the colour. One is there's a little bit of the Mourvèdre grape in here. There's obviously Grenache in. We love Grenache. And there's also Cinsault, which was in the first wine.
Okay.
But it's a year older. So this is a 19. And therefore, with the extra year of age, it takes on a bit of colour. So when this was born, it was the same colour as the wines that you have in front of you. But with 1 year of age...
Pretty in the glass.
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 year of...
1 year of age, it just puts on a little bit of colour, grabs a little bit more depth, a little bit more presence. And the wines of Bondol, the rosés of Bondol, are famous around the world for being the most age-worthy rosés of all.
Not all rosé lives.
You drink these straight away.
Yeah.
But this style is built to age. It's also built to go with meat.
Okay.
So we've been messing around with salads and seafood.
Okay.
And now we've got,
So for your Barbie,
yeah.
your meat feast,
Yeah.
just my
Yeah.
husband feels the need to have 12 different meats with every barbecue.
Quite right.
This is what we need.
Now check it out. Now that's a gorgeous nose.
I've just tasted it,
If you shut your eyes as well, it's more red winey. You know, if you were blindfolded and I gave you this glass and you hadn't seen we were doing rosés, you might think this was
and
a
it
red.
wasn't cold.
And this is, believe it or not, gosh, it's delicious. That's delicious. It's got volume on the palate.
It is.
It's silky. And the thing about this wine is, you're drinking an alternative to a red. So if you had your Barbie and you go, I don't really want to drink a red wine, I'm on the rosé. I've got something that can sort you out here. And it's 13 quid.
13 quid from Co-op. Yeah, okay, amazing, can't fault. It's not quite the pink water that's just going to slip down in the same way as some of the others.
It's not that.
But I can't fault it, it's really good. Amazing. Right, on the basis that you might want a couple of nights off rosé. I mean, frankly, it's a slippery slope, isn't it, once summer starts?
Sure is.
You might want a couple of nights off. You launched Jukes Cordialities, which are your incredible blends of
fruit, veg, herbs, spices, flowers.
Okay, thank you. That you combine, well, water, or I've actually had them with tonic water.
Yeah,
I've had them with sparkling water.
Yeah, of course.
My husband and I are big fans of them,
Thank you.
I am by no means a teetotaler, but we try and have a couple of nights off a week. And so enter Jukes Cordialities.
Yeah. So this year, we launched Jukes 8 last year. This is a rosé, yeah?
Yeah.
We launched it last year when lockdown happened, and we sold tons of it online. And what happened was it just gave us the confidence to make it again. But this time we didn't want to just do the same thing again. We wanted to come out with something a little bit special. And so what we've decided to do is get into bed with lovely Matthew Williamson.
Amazing.
And allow him to design this stunning sleeve.
It's
redolent of the flavours inside the bottle.
I'm going to hold it up.
And it's got the Williamson
people
sleeve.
Can see
Thank you.
how stunning it is.
And Matthew is a huge, like us, a huge wine drinker, loves his wines, loves his rosés, but has a few nights off, just like myself. That's why I came up with the Jukes idea in the first place. I put these blends together, drawing on the tasting notes that I make for these sort of wines. So it goes back to them, you know, melon, cucumber, pomegranate, rhubarb. These are tasting notes that I make about real wine. But I use those actual ingredients in making Jukes.
And actually, why you've been so clever is because if you are driving or pregnant or just want a night off, what's the option when you go to a restaurant?
Quite right.
I mean, it's elderflower or a Diet Coke or something full of sugar that's going to fill you up.
Yeah.
It's going to be really interesting. Can you mix the right amount for me?
Yeah.
It's going to be really interesting to taste this because I have this at home. I genuinely have this at home. I have your red and your white.
Take it, so then we have a label you can take off.
Yes. It's going to be really interesting to see how it tastes now, having just tried all of those.
So it's literally...
Why did you put the water in first?
Because I want to swirl it a little bit like a wine man.
Okay.
But I put half a bottle in. One little bottle makes only 3 centilitres, but it makes effectively 2 glasses like that. Have a look at the colour match.
Can we say that Jukes Cordialities are very... I mean, your stockists are amazing. This has been a triumph, hasn't it?
So, well, cross fingers, you know. We're selling extremely well over here. We're also in America, we're overseas. And so that's what it looks like. And I suppose on the nose, the apple cider vinegar base comes through, which gives you that real snap of acidity. It's bone dry. And then you get the ingredients.
It's really good.
Pomegranate, sour cherries, rhubarb, bit of, chicory, strange things that tie you to the Provençal countryside. And that's my inspiration. These bottles have inspired this drink.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not going to fight you for this over this. But frankly, that's not your point. You are a wine writer. You are not trying to take down wine. No. You wouldn't have a,
Far from it. I'm trying to give you something on your day off.
Yeah.
This is what you get. And it's low in calories, like super low, 13 calories for a glass.
Brilliant. I think it's brilliant. It's really delicious.
Thank you. And then, pop back here when you're ready.
Pop back here when you're ready. Brilliant. Where can you get this?
from our website, dukescordialities.com, or you can pop into many retailers who are all written on our, listed on our website. Lots of restaurants as well.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you. It's always such fun to see you.
And you.
And I'll keep these, and
Yes.
you can just,
You can keep everything.
You don't want any baggage to carry
No,
home, do you?
no.
Thank you so much. So that really is it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to our guests, Lily, Fiona, Matthew, Anya, Anna, Adiola, and of course, Tor, Lou, and Polly. On the next show, Charlotte will be here with another great lineup. Madeline Shaw is showing us some recipes you will love. We have a summer shoe haul, a week in outfits with our very own Laura Black. There's a scent special with Jo Malone, plus Adiola will be here with some new makeup trends. You won't want to miss it. In the meantime, we would love it if you could please comment below, give us a thumbs up, and do subscribe if you haven't yet. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. Bye-bye.